Well, come hell or high water, and now a possible third indictment. High-profile Republicans, including House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, refused to turn their backs on Trump, defending the former president at all costs. Rachel Bade, Politico's senior Washington correspondent and co-author of Politico's Playbook newsletter, joining me now. So, Rachel, you're always breaking news with your scoops, and now you're reporting that McCarthy actually made this secret promise to Trump. We were sort of wondering what was going on, as in back in 2016 he threw the former president under the bus. Now it looks like he made some sort of deal to support Trump.
Yeah, it's really fascinating, Kira. I mean, we all remember just a couple weeks ago when Speaker Kevin McCarthy infuriated Trump by going on national television and suggesting that he wouldn't be the strongest GOP nominee to run against Biden. Well, it turns out that he actually called Donald Trump and made a promise that is about to come back and bite him. I was speaking to some folks in Trump world who were familiar with this call, and they said McCarthy promised him that he would put a vote on the House floor to expunge the two impeachments of Donald Trump that Democrats led a few years ago. Now, anybody who's covered Trump will tell you that the impeachment phase of his presidency has long been a sore subject, and that's especially true now that he's been indicted twice and is facing a potential third indictment over what happened on January 6th of 2021. And because of that, Trump very much loved this idea. But here's the problem for McCarthy. His own Republican members do not want this vote to occur. I'm hearing that a number of frontline members, vulnerable Republicans in districts that Biden won, pushed back on McCarthy in a meeting and said that this would hurt them politically. There's also conservative Republicans in the House who are concerned that constitutionally you can't even expunge an impeachment. So McCarthy's in this position right now where he is going to have to choose between loyalty to Donald Trump and loyalty to his own members.
So how are rank-and-file Republicans reacting to all this? What's your take?
Yeah, people are surprised and not happy. I think the thing that was most shocking to me when I was talking to Republicans about this late last night was that even members of McCarthy's own leadership team were thinking that this was a bad idea. One senior Republican aide told me that he thought McCarthy made this promise just to get Trump off his back and that he never really wanted the House to have this vote. Another senior Republican, who's actually a Trump backer, by the way, told me that they don't even know if they have the votes for this. The House has a very slim 5-seat majority for Republicans, meaning they can only lose a couple and get something passed. And this member said, look, between moderates, some conservatives who don't want to do this, they might not have the votes. And this member said, if this goes to the floor and if it fails, it will be a huge embarrassment for Trump and a huge embarrassment for Republicans. But at the same time, I'm hearing that every time Trump calls McCarthy, he harps on this issue, asking him, when are you going to bring this to the floor? You told me you would do it. You need to do it. So Trump is not backing down from this, and he's expecting McCarthy to follow through.
And when do you think that follow-through could happen?
Well, that's still TBD at this point. McCarthy, when he originally made this promise, I was told from folks in Trump world, said that he wanted to do it before the August recess. Congress obviously goes out for a long recess in August, and they only have one more week until they do that. That timeline, I'm told, is already slipping to September. McCarthy indicated to Trump world that, September, the end of September, would now be the new deadline to get this done. The problem with that is the House is only in session for about a dozen days in September, and they've got to fund the government before the government runs out of money on September 30th, and that's going to be really hard to do by itself. So adding this sort of huge vote, which is very controversial with his members, is going to potentially cause a problem for McCarthy if he can even get it done.
All right, more to come. Rachel Bade, look forward to talking to you a lot more.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.